500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man, y'all get it. My QB got swag, my wideout is award winning. His fly was fly, Joey and 500. Like and subscribe, yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up, and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Joey Shakes. Welcome to the Philly Shakedown Postgame podcast, where we're late again, which is all my fault this time. No question about it. Yeah. Took me a lot longer to make the thumbnail than I was hoping. Can you hear me, by the way?
You're good. You're fine.
I got my mother humping mic down here. What is going on, everybody? How are you doing? Mr. Wing, Eagles, North Philly Mo, Westy Rock still trolling, I see. Eagles Clip, Andre, I'm so smooth. What's happening? What's going on, Filthy? Brad Wright, man, we got a lot of people in here. A lot to say. Joey, the Philadelphia Eagles fell to the New York Jets.
Ooh, the only win that they're going to get against us, not in the regular season, though.
Right. So scary. One thing we definitely do not worry about is the wins or losses in the preseason, because oftentimes, really, what only matters is what's the score when your starters go out. You know what I mean? And we're up 14-0. You know what I mean? But I mean, what are your thoughts? Let's start with Super Chat. Actually, Marcel Carter. Thank you for Super Chat. He says, Hurts haters and Cowboy fans use their wise rose. Listen, I got some things to say about Cowboy fans today. We'll get into that too. But give me your first thoughts, first impressions. Offense comes out on the field. What did you see, my man?
I think it was really solid. Like, Hurts looked calm, cool, collective in the pocket. I think, Miles Sanders had some pretty productive runs, some positive yard runs that were good. You had a 32-yard completion to Quez Watkins when the pressure was going on. He rolled out to his right, threw a nice sideline pass to him. I mean, Richard Rodgers got a reception. Jack Stahl got a reception. And then, obviously, Dallas Goedert got the touchdown, kind of going backwards into the end zone over two people. So, I mean, it was a really solid, and I understand, if they scored in that first series, they were going to pretty much sit him. I thought they were going to sit him after that dirty hit that Jalen Hurts had on the sideline, which was, I thought it was done. Mulatto went over there. Nick got pissed off. It was crazy.
That is totally a late hit, dude. That was
100%.
Apparently, I missed it because of the screen, but apparently they were saying that Nick Sirianni said something to Salah about it.
He said what the F, Salah. That's what he said across the field. There's a video of it, actually. Oh,
that's all. You gotta, dude, doesn't it make you like him more and more?
It does.
I just can't help it. I kind of like the guy. I do. I kind of like him. Yeah, so they go down. Hurts goes 6 for 6 on that drive, by the way, and they score. Then the defense comes right out, right? New look defense. And Kaiser White immediately, they played 3 plays. He helps get a tackle with Brandon Graham on a run at the line of scrimmage. Then he sits there and he goes, and then he gets the big interception, man. What did you think? Thoughts on the defense?
The defense was good, man. I mean, look, even with the linebackers today, you had Davion Taylor in coverage, had some incompletions today. I mean, Sean Bradley got involved a little bit. He had a couple missed tackles. I mean, the defensive line, they had some pressure here and there. Jordan Davis taking on those double teams, which we, kind of weren't surprised that was going to happen. We saw Teron Jackson actually get in the backfield a good amount today. Almost had it. Sometimes the D-line over-penetrated too much. Can't over-penetrate. You gotta go slow first, and then work your way in.
Inch by inch, like a gentleman.
Right. No, I mean, look, and understandably with the cornerback spot as well. Even when you watch, like, you have to defend against Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, and I thought Josh Jobe and McPherson had their ups and downs during this game, but I thought they complemented pretty well. They were kind of back and forth. They got their shot here and there, but I wasn't too fan. Other than those two corners, I really wasn't a fan of anybody else in this game. We saw Hassan Reddick, in Eagles green. It was fantastic. It was great. I saw Fletch was in for a couple plays in that first series. And then Milton Williams, I think, showed up. I think a little bit. I don't think Fletch had too many snaps. So Milton Williams was on his side. You have Hargrave and Sweat. So I thought that was pretty good. But overall, I thought it was solid from both sides. From the little that we did get from this game, I thought, Nakobe Dean, I think on a blitz, I think he went to the wrong lane. But Nakobe Dean is always in the right place at the right time. I thought he got held on one play on the right side, one play, but I thought it was a solid performance from what we were looking at. So
I think Kaiser White is going to be a lot more impactful than I thought. He's a lot faster than I remember. Like, he's a lot faster. I mean, he's almost like he almost has the size and speed of a safety. But he could come and he could play in the box. He could stop the run. There was a run, the one play where I think they got a tackle, behind the line of scrimmage. It was actually Brandon Graham blew it up, and he helped on it. But then they get the interception, and that's 3 plays they run, and they're done. I mean, the starters are pretty much done. And the Jets keep their starters out. And then in comes Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. And I got to tell you, I think Jordan Davis greatly impacted that game with 0 statistics. There was one play where I said he was going to get a tackle in the backfield on a running back. He blows by the guy. He gets the running back, he ties him up, and he doesn't tackle him, but he lets go. But by the time he lets go of him, Nakobe Dean's in the backfield and makes the tackle. But that was all Jordan Davis setting that up. There's a couple times where he's pushing guys backwards. And then in the last series they triple teamed him. They were triple teaming him. The guy is a monster. And then on the play that Zach Wilson got hurt, did you see who was running him down? It was Jordan Davis.
Right.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, shout out to the Jets and Zach Wilson. Apparently, from what we're hearing, it's a torn ACL. So that really sucks. And hopefully it's not that. It has been reported that, but people are afraid that it is an ACL, which it's really a bum for them. So,
yeah. The Golden Rule, man. Thank you for super chat, man. He says, yo, Denzel Shakes, I'm curious. Are you guys glad they didn't fire Howie back when they fired Doug and we all wanted him gone in retrospect?
Yeah, I mean, because we found out more news on the way, I think, since the Sirianni hiring, we found out that Jeffrey Lurie stepped back, that maybe some of these moves that were made weren't all on Howie Roseman, and a lot of the ownership has been involved in some of these draft picks and maybe some of these trades that have gone really bad. At the time, sure. I mean, we thought the problem is that you had a franchise that, this is a Super Bowl winning head coach with Doug Peterson that I felt like they picked. Jeffrey Lurie picked Howie Roseman over his Super Bowl winning head coach. I feel like they picked Howie Roseman over his, over Carson Wentz at the time, and we didn't know why, why everything was going on. But I think progressively, as more news came out on, Jeffrey Lurie stepping back and all that good stuff, I mean, I think it makes more sense now what the real problem was, maybe. So
this is always a hard one for me.
It's tough,
but I'm going to say, the greatest thing Jeffrey Lurie might have done is not fire Howie Roseman. And I wanted him gone. But we would not have this roster if we would have fired him. No. So in retrospect, I have to say at this point, looks like I was wrong again about getting rid of him, and they did the right thing. So I think that's fair to say at this point. The Golden Rule, and thank you for super chat. Chris Ting says Nick's attitude is for Philly. I think he fits in perfectly. I like that you get a coach that actually, man, I'm so far behind these chats, that you actually
Players want to play for him, and
yell at the referee. I don't mind yelling at the referees and saying stuff. There's too many times we've seen coaches just take what the refs say, and I always hated that, Now, I do want to say Nakobe Dean. I got to talk about Nakobe Dean. I think he had 4 tackles, 1 for a loss. They can say what they want about him at practice and stuff, but as soon as the lights went on and this guy had to play, he's making play. He's everywhere, Joey. He was everywhere. He's a hell of a player. You can tell. You can tell right now that Jordan Davis and him are players. You can see it. You can see it.
And one thing I noticed too is he's much of a block shedder too. He doesn't get pushed back. There's no pushback on him. Like he sheds blocks pretty easily. I think there was one on the right side. I got to bring it up, but I got to look for it. But I know I felt like he was held on one play, trying to get past one of the O linemen that were trying to block him. But we'll see. But he had a great day today.
I thought he was great for somebody who they act like didn't do anything, And I think that's all overblown. I think a lot of that has to do with because T.J. Edwards and Kaiser White have been so impressive. I think that was a big part of it. Marco Lucio, I hope I said that right. David Super Chat. He says, our starter's looking dangerous. We going to spank the monkey this season. Thank you for Super Chat. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Spanking that monkey.
Now, I got to say this, and we're going to talk about good players, but I got to tell you, my player of the game is Cam Jurgens.
Man, he was good.
Are you kidding me? Started at center and played the whole half, and he was good. He looked like Kelsey out there at times, dude.
Yeah.
I think Cam Jurgens was the player of the game, in my opinion. I thought he was absolutely a beast.
Yeah, guys, remember, he was handpicked by Kelsey and Howie Roseman in collaboration in this draft. I mean, Cam was just bullying people around. I mean, look, maybe this Kelsey getting the elbow surgery because of he did it on his own because he knows he's going to be back for the first game of the season. But it's not a bad thing if Cam Jurgens is getting reps right now. I'd rather him get reps and a lot of reps. And I think he would have anyway because I don't think Kelsey would have played even if he didn't get the elbow surgery. I think Cam would have still had a good amount of snaps in this game. But he was fantastic. It's looking really bright right now.
Oh, I mean that's Jordan Davis. I thought was good. Nakobe Dean and Cam Jurgens, all 3 of your draft picks, immediate impact. I mean that's unheard of for the Eagles. I haven't seen that. I can't remember when I've seen that. Trav 202 Dave for Super Chat says, "What up, my guys? Do you all think that late hit will bring up fine? And I enjoy both of y'all streams. Hit that like. Thank you, Trav.
It, man.
It very well could. That was flagrant cheap shot. I'm sorry, that was a cheap shot.
Helmet to helmet, dude. That was helmet to helmet.
I thought that. I think it could. It could totally, And listen, nobody hurt Zach Wilson, but karma's a bitch. You go after a guy, and then look what happens to you on the other end of that. All I'm gonna think about was him running. And Jordan Davis is running behind him. I'm going, oh, my God, that guy's coming full speed ahead at you. That is scary. Mm-hmm. Malik says, Hurts, 6 for 6, 80 yards and a touchdown. Great improvement. I thought Hurts was fantastic, I thought he's good. He didn't even throw to A.J. Brown.
That's what you were hoping. That's what we were hoping.
He didn't even throw to him,
Look at the production they're getting, even with Devontae Smith not even on the field. I mean, Devontae Smith wasn't even on the field today. You know what I mean? Because of the groin injury. So,
but I'm telling you, they got one of the best offensive lines in football, if not the best.
100%.
That's now if you're going to tell me Cam Jurgens is that your backup center and that's what you got. I mean, geez, I don't know. Do you think there's any way they say we can't get this guy off the field? We got to keep him on the field. Let's move him to right guard. True. Is there any possibility that they could do that?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends with Isaac Samalo. I mean, he didn't play. Did he play today?
I don't know.
I don't know if Samalo played today. I'm not sure who put that right guard spot.
Yeah. Jason Rhodes, thank you for Super Chat. Says Kobe tore a ligament in the thumb reported. Shake my head. That sucks if that happened. We there's a lot of good things to talk about, and I want to make sure that I don't miss any players. Teron Jackson had a great game.
Oh yeah,
I thought he had a great. I said in my stream, I thought he was having an underrated game because he was out there. What are your thoughts on? Because statistically, Jason Huntley had a great game, but I feel like we have enough Jason Huntleys on the team.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think one thing you have to look at, and look, Huntley was good on special teams. He got a lot of reps today because I think Gama wasn't playing. Miles already played beginning of the game, and Boston Scott's out with a concussion. So I mean, they're just taking, he's taking advantage of the reps that he's getting. So he's special teams and running the football. He did a pretty good job. I don't know if they're looking for that bruiser back. Are they looking for a number 4 running back? Kennedy Brooks, I thought, when he run him north and south, he's really good. I felt like, that first one was an 8-yard carry. He was moving the pile. I absolutely
he got hit on, after 2 yards, he got hit and carried him 6 yards.
Yeah. And I felt like when you run him east and west, it's just not going to work with him. He's just not that type of back. North and south runner purely for Kennedy Brooks. And he had, I don't think throwing the ball to him is a great thing. I think they just have to run him north and south. But I thought he had an okay game. Is it enough to say that the Eagles need to go out and get a free agent in Jordan Howard or Latavius Murray, or do they need to go make a trade for Kareem Hunt? So I think it's still up in the air. I think we need to see another week to see what happens, but.
What did you think of? And I think you briefly mentioned. I thought McPherson had a decent game too. I kind of like. The more I watch him, the more I like him, dude.
Yeah, he didn't win every everything coming to him. Every matchup he didn't win, but I felt like he definitely fought back. He forced some incompletions. Like I said, Josh Jobe and McPherson. I think McPherson as my favorite one corner so far, backup wise. I think he produced the most out of this game. I didn't really like Blackwell. I didn't really like Tay Gowan had that really helped not get that touchdown, even though they scored anyway. But on the bigger receiver. But I felt like Josh Jobe and McPherson were the top 2 that were competitive and, stayed in it and didn't get blown out too much. But I think McPherson is the favorite one, even though Big Play Slay has talked about Zach McPherson during camp and how he's improved so much. I think he's definitely improved from last year. He got burned a lot last year, but he was a rookie, so not too much on his plate.
Danny, thank you for super chases. I never try to overreact to preseason, but overall, I thought the starters looked good. Jordan Davis is a scary combination of size and speed. Jordan Davis is scary. I mean, and thank you for super chat. I mean, when people were saying, people, Cowboy fans were trying to tell me, Jordan Davis didn't do anything. His stat line is 0. I'm like, but you got to look how he's influencing that line. He's pushing guards and centers backwards, and he's forcing Wilson out of the pocket because he's pushing right up the middle. And then the play that he blew up that running back, that he didn't make the tackle, Nakobe Dean did, but it was all him. It was crazy. We got over 700 people in the chat combined. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. If you're new to the channel, though, make sure you like, subscribe, click the link in the description. Sub up my man, Joey Shakes, the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. We will be doing this every week. During the regular season, we'll have our Saturday show, which will be like a pregame, and then the postgame every Saturday. So look for those. It's going to be fun.
It will be.
Exciting. Apparently, Williams said he misjudged the line of scrimmage when he hit Hurts. Yeah, I mean, by a lot,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say he did on purpose. I don't know that he did on purpose, but yeah, it was surprising. South Texas, man, Philly looked weak. Looks like it's going to be a long season, maybe 8 or 9. What planet are you on?
Right.
What the hell are you guys doing in South Texas over there that you came up with that? See, here's what I noticed. Cowboy fans, right? So I'm in my stream, and we're talking about Jordan Davis blowing up a play, and Nakobe Dean's out there playing. As soon as that started happening, Mark Holmes started getting nervous because he was streaming me, of course. And all the Cowboy trolls start coming in, and Mark Holmes started coming in saying that, why don't you take my bet? And I said, because your bet's unfair. Make a better bet. And they got really, really nervous. Like, they know deep inside that Jordan Davis is for real, Nakobe Dean's for real. And now, after watching, they know that the Eagles are for real. Nobody cares that the Eagles lost the game at the end because you're playing guys. The guys who were playing in the third and fourth quarter will not even be on the roster. Right. It's meaningless. So I don't get caught up in the score. But I do care about how my guys early on play, you know?
Exactly. And only more to play next. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen next game. Are they going to give him a quarter? Is it going to be more time? We'll see.
Right. Kaiser White is that guy. Kaiser White, dude, he came out 2 plays. He made 2 or 3 plays that they ran. He was on. He made plays. You know, I just thought he was fantastic. I thought T.J. Edwards was good. You know, he didn't really get a lot chance to shine. But overall, man, I mean those guys were flying around. That's the best linebacker. This could be the best linebacker core I've seen in a long time.
Exactly.
You know,
I agree.
I
mean, Kaiser White could be the better linebacker than T.J. Edwards. I mean, we've seen solid seasons from T.J. Edwards, a couple of seasons, but he could be the new one that gets re-signed after this year. Who knows?
Yeah. Here's a good one. Philly boy Floyd. Graham looks like he's ready. Yeah, Brandon Graham looked great. The play he made where I think Kaiser White got in on that play too, on that tackle. But it was like behind the line of scrimmage. That was a great play against the run. That's what you really missed with Brandon Graham, that run stopping and the ability of him just to get everybody going, you know?
Right.
I thought it was awesome.
32 years old, coming off an Achilles. He looks in really good shape and looks like he's ready.
If we're getting Brandon Graham before that injury, we're scary. We are definitely scary. Let's talk about some guys. I want to talk about some guys that I didn't think had a good game. Okay, and I want to talk about Jalen Reagor.
Oh, okay. All
right. Because Reagor, I didn't think he was necessarily bad, but he didn't do anything to overwhelm me. He didn't do anything to make me think he should make this roster, especially when I saw Zach Pascal play, because Pascal is a lot faster than I gave him credit for. And I can't see – there's no way Reagor should be above him in the depth chart. I thought Reagor was I was a little disappointed in Reagor. I'm not going to lie. Not that, you know, I don't know what he could have done, but he had 2 catches. There wasn't really anything there. But that punt return was horrendous. And, I mean, Reagor was disappointing to me. What are your thoughts?
It's weird because, like, I had people in the chat saying, "Oh, Reagor's a no-show," blah blah blah, and I was like, from all the chances he was given in this game, I kind of agree. Like, it wasn't spectacular. It didn't look like he was faster. It didn't look like he had a change he changed as a player at all from last year to this year. Special teams was a joke. Like, he's trying to run around everybody. He had some time, and he didn't get like 2 yards on a punt return. I mean, they're still giving him a lot of chances on punt return. You know, I felt like, you know, I think when he got past the ball, like on the right sideline, when his right arm was locked up, I felt like there should have been a PI call there. I don't know. I think whatever chances he's given, and I don't know, like, it just depends on, like, if they could throw to him every time, I think we would see something more. I just, like I said, I don't think he did anything spectacular. He caught a couple balls. It's just not, you know, it's not enough. I get it, but for the opportunity that he had, it's just, I don't know.
But how's he, like, Pascal really, like, I was impressed with Pascal because I didn't know he was that fast. Like, he caught the ball and he turned it up. He's a lot faster than I thought he was. You know, he's not Quez Watkins speed, but I think he's your solid number 4 wide receiver right now. So, to me, now you're talking about Jalen Reagor being a 5th wide receiver. I thought they were trying to showcase Jalen Reagor a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought they were trying to get him the ball, especially early, to showcase him. That's what I thought. They had
a screen pass. They threw him a screen pass as well, and the blocking wasn't really good when he got the ball. I don't know. It just wasn't enough for me to say he got better or didn't get better. He just had a couple okay catches, and special teams, they got to keep him off punt returns. He cannot punt return. It's just the more time that Jalen Reagor has on a punt return, the worse he is, which it should be the total complete opposite. You know, so.
Yeah, and then speaking of horrible, I want to jump right into it because I'm done. JJ Arcega-Whiteside has to go, dude. He's horrible. He doesn't even look like he put on any weight. He looks stupid.
Slow.
He's slow. He can't catch. He drops another ball. It's not the third preseason game, so he's not going to have his big game until then. But I'm done with Mary Poppins, dude.
Did he have one rep? I mean, did he only have one rep, or was he lined up more than that? Because I tried looking to see if
he was lined up a couple times, but it was like I only noticed him in the fourth quarter. And it was like, where this guy's in the fourth quarter and he's dropping balls too. He stinks.
I think they've put Reagor, JJ Arcega-Whiteside in a really I think they put him in a lose-lose situation, putting him as a tight end. I think he's got no shot. I mean, I think the next thing we could talk about is the tight ends. I think that's definite because I thought even with Jack Stahl and Rodgers had a couple receptions. I thought that Tagai was pretty good. I mean, Tagai caught a few good catches too.
Yeah. I mean, I think Rodgers stays healthy. He could be your tight end number 2. I thought Stahl was pretty much what I thought he was going to be. Can't wait to see Calcaterra.
I know.
Whiteside just non-existent, dude. And the other thing is, I still think you might need another tight end, but I'm willing to wait a little bit longer with Richard Rodgers and stuff and see more of Stahl. But I mean, Whiteside's definitely he's gone, dude. This is it for him. It's got to be it for him.
No, it's done.
And then another guy that was horrible was this Reed Sinnott. Shitting it. Dude, first of all, the guy is wearing Thanos' chin strap. Did you see how big his chin strap is over the lip? Like this. It's like a Thanos chin. He's got a big fat chin. Yeah. I just call him Chin. The chin through another incompletion, chin through another one. It's disgusting.
This guy was supposed to. I mean, this guy was supposed to have a better camp than Minshew. That was the news in training camp, that he was having a better training, because all he heard was bad news from Minshew. Really, ever since the first day when Minshew played really well, since the defense started pushing back a little bit. Reed Sinnott's been outperforming Gardner Minshew, but first play of the game throws a wide open pick almost. He dropped it, thank God. But, I mean, I thought in the fourth quarter he actually started to get on a roll. He started to get on a roll a little bit. Deion Kane dropped the pass. There was some issues. There were some problems. I mean, there was one on Covey that he was open. I think when they were backed up like on the 5-yard line, whenever it was, Covey was wide open right in front of him. Didn't even pass to him. Yeah. So it's hard for me to say. Like, we didn't even see Carson Strong.
I don't know
tonight.
why.
I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why either.
My guess is that next game you're going to see Chin sit and then Strong will play. Dude, the thing is huge. It's like Thanos' chin.
I didn't even notice.
Go look at his chin strap. I've never seen somebody where like he was talking and it's like his lip is hiding under the chin. I'm thinking maybe the guy can't see. The guy thought he had Thanos' chin, dude. That's what it looked like. I've never seen such a big chin strap, dude. It was disgusting. It was, But, yeah, he stunk. And then, I thought Dillard went off sides a couple times. He's got to get that straightened up. But he looked in pretty good shape, though.
Yeah.
The other thing I was disappointed with was the special teams. That return, that punt return defense, that kick return defense, horrible. I mean, it blew the game.
Here's the thing you got to take into account, though, with special teams. They're constantly switching guys around. So I think they're constantly trying to see who can, be the gunners and defending on punt returns or whatever, or blocking. I mean, the blocking was horrible, but I think they're just switching guys. They have a few special teams units, maybe a few of them. So I wouldn't take into account too much, but it kind of worries me a little bit how bad it looked. Didn't look good at all. So I get it.
Bad. Huntley had a good kick return. Covey didn't do anything. None of those guys. I didn't even see Devin Allen. I don't think he even play.
He played. He played on special teams a little bit. He was running. I think he made a tackle on kicks, or it was punts, or whatever the case may be.
Right. 03, thank you for Super Chase says, Big D 500. Hurts did good, especially how deep. Yeah, Hurts was great. I mean, he's 6 for 6. I can't complain about Hurts at all, you know?
Right.
I thought Hurts was great. And I think that offense is going to have no problem moving the ball. I even thought Miles Sanders was good, you know? So he caught a ball out of the backfield. Sydney family, thank you for Super Chat. He says, good to see Sanders pass receiving. Yeah, there you go, right there. He did. He caught one out of the backfield.
That's how they got to use him. Kind of how Doug used him in his rookie year. They got to put Miles in the passing game, because if you don't put him in the passing game, I feel like they're not getting the most out of Miles Sanders. He could do so much more. Look at his tape in 2019. I swear, you could do so much more with Miles Sanders. Just use him.
Yeah, I agree. How do you think Jalen improved in this first quarter? Well, first of all, you go 6 for 6. I thought he stood in the pocket a lot longer than he used to. If you look at earlier, especially beginning of last year, he bailed so much quicker. Now, he bailed a couple times today, but he had to. And I feel like it looks like, and it's vanilla defense, so we can only judge it so far. But like, he was very calm about when to run, when to stay in the pocket, and it seemed like he had a better idea when to do it instead of just going back, look at his first read, not there, and then going. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
That's what I liked about him.
Yeah, I mean, the throwing motion was good. He looked comfortable. He looked calm. He wasn't panicking. He wasn't, as soon as there was pressure, he started moving outside the pocket. I think that was the big one. I think that big one, that Quez Watkins was a good play, because I think the protection started to break down. He rolled out to his right and went to the sideline and gave that throw to Quez. So I mean, those times I think he played really good. It was a solid day for Hurts. Like I said, we're not scheming. Both teams aren't scheming. They're running plays. That's it. It's basic stuff. So
yeah. Yeah, hopefully AJ is cut by week 1. Who's AJ?
AJ Brown.
Oh God.
This is how fans are during these preseason games. Like, AJ Brown didn't get targeted, so he couldn't get open or something like that. Like, that's what everybody expects, and it's just
no. I think the space that Goddard had on that touchdown was really nice. I mean, where did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
Richard Henry, thank you for Super Chat. He says, what do you think about Devin Allen on kick return? I would like to see him try. I'd like to see them start moving different guys in there. I was really hoping that we would kind of see like them rotate guys throughout the game. Like, one time Reagor, one time Covey, then Allen. That's what I was hoping we would see. But we didn't. Same with the quarterback. Like, I thought Chin would play third quarter, and then the fourth quarter, Carson Strong would come in.
But if you remember on the kick returns too, you remember Hightower and Greg Ward were for punt returns and kick returns, I think, for one of them, whatever it was. But both of them are hurt, so that's hurting our special teams right now with those two guys.
I got to tell you, Greg Ward and they don't threaten me. Like, the Hightower and him are not like threat. At least with some of these other guys, like Huntley. Like, Huntley's going to make this team. He's got to make it on special teams. I thought he was really smart, because what he did is. And Covey, I think, did this twice, where he let the ball go in the end zone. Like, no, dude, you're in preseason. Take it out, because you got to try to show the coaches something. Huntley didn't let that ball go, and he went and he got it, took it out of the end zone, and had a good run. That's how you're going to do it. That's how Huntley's got to win the job.
Exactly. You got to take the chance.
I saw Reagor. Yeah, I mean. I thought, I was hoping for more with Jalen Reagor. I just was. And I'm not saying he was bad. He wasn't horrible or anything like that. He only could take what, came his way. I don't know. I was hoping that he would flash or something, maybe have a big play or something. Pascal had the big play, the 40-yarder. I think it was 43 yards. And I said to myself, ain't no way Pascal's going to lose that fourth job. You could tell just by the size and his speed. Yeah,
and everyone's got to know, like, this is, I mean, Pascal's playing under Nick Sirianni when he was the offensive coordinator for the Colts for 2 years with 600 to 700 yard seasons. So he knows how to use Zach Pascal. I think as the number 4, I think he's legit set to be the number 4. And he's not even playing with the ones, and he was pretty productive. So I think he's going to look really good.
Oh, my God. Look at that thumbnail. Philly 500 chest sweat. Where you guys come on? That's hilarious. JJ didn't play. No, he played. He just dropped the ball. He was non-existent, really. I don't even to me. I thought he was going to come in a little bigger than he did. He was a little small for me still for a tight end. No.
Yeah.
Montarius Clay. He says the face is we don't listen to fans who support a team who make dumb decisions in the playoffs and suck every year since '96. Oh, you're talking about Dallas again. Yeah, Dallas fans are trolling hard tonight. They really literally think we're upset that they lost a preseason game. But really what it is they saw Jordan Davis on the field, and then they saw that he was actually what we've said he is. And now they're panicking. That's what happened. That was the exact time that they started attacking me. Was that moment. Freddie, thank you for the super chat. He said, been busy with work. Glad to watch you guys again. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. And we'll be live again tomorrow for our regular show. This is a special one. We wanted to get our thoughts out while it's fresh in our mind. I will watch this game tonight. When I'm done this, I'm gonna go back, chill out for a while, and then I'm gonna watch the game again because you miss so much when you're streaming.
Oh,
you look
100%.
at the plays over, you turn right to the chat. So,
yep.
But I don't know. It was interesting. I really the special teams really annoyed me at the end because they lost that game because of that return. That set them up to lose.
And not even that, but that Trevelli, that fourth, their fourth string quarterback was pretty damn productive. I got to say, with Flacco already not even dressed for the game, and you had Wilson, you had White, you had Flacco, you have White, and then you have that whatever his name is. I thought he was very productive. He did a pretty good job on us, I think, for their number 4.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What did you think about Kennedy Brooks? Because I didn't understand why Huntley got so much work in the first half, and then this kid didn't get nearly as much work. They kept putting Huntley back in. I wanted him to play.
Yeah, no, I wanted Brooks to get more reps, but I just from seeing how they use him, like I said, not an east and west type runner. I think he's a north and south runner, runs between the tackles really well, gets into another gear when he reaches the second level. I think he could do that. Like we said, the first play, he got those 2 yards and would just literally move the pile for another 6. It was kind of nuts. I didn't like passing to him. I don't like running him east and west. I think he's a north and south runner. I wanted him to play more. I just wanted him to have more chances. Huntley got a big bulk of the carries. No Gainwell. Boston Scott with the concussion. Miles Sanders played earlier in that first series. So, they should have distributed it a little bit better between them two or something like that. But I need to see more. It's not enough for me. I just need to see more from him. Whether they're keeping 4 running backs or not, they're keeping that number 4 running back. Are they looking for another Jason Huntley type Boston Scott running back? Or are they looking for a bruiser? And maybe if Kenny Brooks is not enough for them, I don't know. I don't think Huntley is going to be that return guy for us. I don't think he's going to be that number 4 running back. I just don't think we get enough with him. Even though he did play well, but they gave him a lot of attempts. He had a lot of attempts in the game. So he's going to, have a good play here and there. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Huntley's always had good competition from him. The Eagles really never gave him a chance. And really, even when the Eagles acquired him off the Lions practice squad, we never put him on special teams. This is obviously the first year we have put Huntley on special teams, which they probably should have done it a while ago. So I think we're still searching. I don't know. I think there might be someone on the free agent market, maybe a trade, something possible later on for a bruiser, bell cow, short yardage running back.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that Brooks will get more carries next week for sure. But I wanted him to play. I wanted him to get more carries. I wanted him to play more. I didn't want Huntley coming in at times in that, whatchamacallit, in that third or fourth quarter. I didn't want to see that. I don't know. I don't know why Carson Strong did not play. I don't know. My guess is that they were going to give Chin a whole half, and then next week Chin won't play, and they'll play Carson Strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was annoying because I really was like, I was done with Chin after 2 series. I'm like, I've seen enough of this guy. Give me Carson Strong,
Mm-hmm.
I see that arm, man. I know he's a statue, but I want to see the arm, That's what I was hoping,
Yeah.
Hey, Shakes, if we had an order of a chin strap or for Philly 500, where would he get it from? Big and Tall?
I guess.
Yeah, but Big and Tall doesn't sell chin products. You have to go Big and Long, or like Thanos Limited, something like that. That's a guy's got a big chin. I'm serious. I didn't know I didn't know if Mike Glennon's neck is longer or his chin longer. That I couldn't tell.
Wait, what did you think of Minshew tonight?
No, I didn't think he was special. I was like,
I get it.
There was a couple throws where he was late getting the ball. There was one in the corner.
Pascal.
It was Pascal. He threw it late. It was late.
Yeah. And the high one, the Quez Watkins, I think the high one.
I think people, I think maybe because of last year, everybody wanted him over Jalen Hurts. A lot of people, like people complain about Jalen Hurts' arm. I don't think he's got that big of an arm either. You know what I mean? I don't think he's got that big of an arm. So I mean, here's what I know. I can't trade Gardner Minshew after watching what I watched with Chin. And then I'm assuming Carson Strong, they said it's behind him. So you have to keep Minshew. There's no way, people talk about trade. There's no way you can do it. You have to keep him because you don't have a backup. I think he's a capable, good backup, but that's it,
Yeah. I agree.
Turntable Teddy. He says, although just preseason, Deshaun Watson was 1 of 5 for 7 yards. Jalen Hurts was way better. How about that? What I liked about Jalen Hurts, I think he was cool and collective out there, man. I think he felt comfortable with everything he was seeing. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see him come out, and I want to see him go 80, 40 yards downfield. I want to see the bomb. I really thought that's what they were gonna do. First play.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately. That's why when you say like Jalen Hurts doesn't have that arm, but he has playmakers that can get those extra yards. You saw from Dallas Goedert what he could do. Yeah. You saw it. You know what I mean? So are you figuring for the second game that what do you think they're going to do with him the second game? Hurts in general.
I think they're going to play him a quarter. I think they play him 1 quarter. And then I think they sit him. I would play him into the third quarter if it was me. I would play all my starters into the third quarter. I'd treat it like a dress rehearsal, but they won't. Yeah. But I do think 1 quarter is possible. Remember this last year game, the second preseason game. He didn't play. He didn't play second or third. But the second preseason game he was going to. He went to the hospital. Remember, he was sick.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So he was sick. He was going to play. So I think he goes out and plays at least 1 quarter next week. Now that game, I think that's in Cleveland at 1:00 in the afternoon on Saturday. 1:00 so we can probably do the Shakedown podcast that night and be good. At regular time.
Really.
Here we go. Nick Yak. My favorite time of the year, the delusional Philly fans think they have a chance against superior Cowboys. See, it's funny because Cowboy fans call us delusional, but they talk about like winning Super Bowls. They're going to win a Super Bowl. They call us delusional for saying we're going to beat the Cowboys. See, no Eagle fans are running out there going, "Oh, we're winning the Super Bowl." We're just saying we're going to beat Dallas. I don't think that's a big deal.
No.
Is it Sunday at 1? I thought it was Saturday at 1.
Sunday.
It could be Sunday. Damn. Well, forget that. But yeah, it is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm going to be interested in watching the game again. My star of the game, number 1, is Cam Jurgens. I have him number 1. I have probably Hurts 2. Then I have Nakobe Dean 3. I'll say Kaiser White 2, Hurts 3, Nakobe Dean I had way up there. Like I thought Nakobe Dean was really good, and I thought Jordan Davis was just wreaking havoc. Even though he wasn't getting statistics, he wasn't piling up stats. He was wreaking havoc.
Yeah, that's what he's here for.
Yeah, absolutely. We got over 800 people in the chat total. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Go support my man Joey Shakes, the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. And we'll see what happens. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen next week?
Like if the playing time was?
Yeah.
I mean, if he can get a quarter, I'll be happy. Yeah. I'm afraid they're going to put him in maybe the same as a series, and they're just going to sit him, and that's it. And then the third game, they're going to sit him, and then he's going to have barely any reps, except against his own team from that time from after the third week until the regular season. So, I mean, look, if they play him for a half, that's great. And if they feel like during that half he gets hit too much or something happens, then then they can pull him if they have to. Because I thought they were going to pull him after that late hit out of bounds. I thought that was going to be the case. Thank God.
I thought we were going to get a fight. I thought it was going to be some cannoli throwing and just like they were going to go at it. Exactly. I wanted a fight. I wanted a big fight. I think that would have been great. Jets stink. Poor Jets. They're going to lose their quarterback for the whole year. That's such a shame.
Joe Flacco's probably better, to be honest with you. I mean, I wasn't a big fan. I've never been a big fan of Zach Wilson, but Joe Flacco might win a lot of games for them. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you know what? There may not be a lot of fans of Zach Wilson, but a lot of his mom's friends like him.
He'll be busy. He'll be busy while he's injured.
They love him. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Do they practice? They're off tomorrow, I assume, right?
Yeah, most likely. Or
yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't think there was any serious injuries tonight, right? We didn't.
Besides Covey,
Covey tore a ligament in his thumb. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I mean, that means they'll stash him on the IR if he can't play.
Right.
So no major injuries. That's very good. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's late. What time is it there? It's almost 12:30 at night. I'm sure Joey's tired. Anything left maybe you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I mean, I think that's really it. It was a solid day today. I mean, obviously we had some, things that we got excited for that maybe didn't work out. But honestly, from Jalen Hurts to 6 for 6, 80 yards and a touchdown, you can't complain about it with the offense in front of them and making good decisions on the field, and obviously getting some, finding out we have some playmakers on defense, and obviously running basic stuff, guys. So don't take it too seriously when they're just running basic stuff, because they want to see how these guys can handle against adversity and certain plays. So hopefully Jonathan Gannon is unveiling this defense at the beginning of the season, and looking for a big jump this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I just can't wait. To people go back and rewatch Jordan Davis, because even though he didn't have any stats, I mean, dude, he was wreaking havoc, dude, and just what he brings to Eagles is absolutely fantastic, man. It really, really is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're gonna cut it a little short tonight because it is 12:30 on the East Coast. Joey, me, both have been streaming over 3, almost like 4 hours so far. So, we also have a show tomorrow night, so we got to see some stuff for that. Any mom in the basement stories, we want to keep it for that. My mom just brought me dinner, but it got cold. But yeah, I got to get up early. I have a OnlyFans show. Squat cobbler. We're doing blackberry squat cobblers tomorrow.
Oh, blackberry.
So it should be fun. I got to get it nice and warm so it's gooey.
A 9.5-inch pan, nice and wide.
We're celebrating the chin. We're the chin. Our quarterback, the chin. No question about it. But we'll be back tomorrow in all seriousness. Thank you guys for joining us. Click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes. Eagles' first preseason, I think, very impressive. lot of good things to take out of it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Joshua, thank you for the super chat. Says Hurts looked great, couldn't ask for anything more, and love Sirianni cussing. I totally agree with you. You know, people said to me, somebody said, well, Hurts didn't look that great today. The guy was 6 for 6. 6 for 6. What? I don't know what else you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So It was fun watching. It was fun watching, and it was fun watching the Cowboys panic when they realized what Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean are. 2 guys that they wanted. You know,
football's back, baby. It's all that matters. It's back.
It's back. Absolutely. So with that, guys said, and Josh, thank you for super chat, and thank you everybody that gave us super chats, likes, subscriptions. We appreciate it so much. And yeah, I mean, with that, we are gonna let you guys go. And as always, I think we'll let the Cowboy fans take us out. Peace.
More play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
running
from
a.
to get off the field on 3rd down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play.
We had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way.
Yeah, we